you're not paying me and you're not respecting me. And that's the real problem.
All right.
And that's just the beginning.
All right,
then there's people that try to do bodily harm with me. They will be in the house with Puff. So I'm like, it's a funny game y'all playing behind the scenes. So when people see me, they just see me turned up. They just see me agitated. They just see me aggressive, but they don't know why.
When most people think of Farnsworth Bentley, they picture the polite guy walking behind Diddy with an umbrella. But that image may have been obscuring something more complicated. Mace recently dropped a bombshell that raised eyebrows. While speaking on his podcast with Cameron, Mace hinted that Bentley wasn't just Diddy's assistant, he was someone who knew too much. According to Mace, Bentley may have been part of the cleanup crew, people close to Diddy who helped manage or hide the darker side of the bad boy empire. Bentley was around during the era when Diddy's name was tied to all kinds of rumors about parties, industry politics, even violence. And for someone who was so visible, Bentley's sudden exit from the spotlight says a lot. And now, with Mace pulling back the curtain, it looks less like a quiet retirement and more like someone who stepped away to protect himself.
I was watching the P. Diddy trial. Some nigga named The Punisher came in there yesterday. Was he running around bad boy back in the days, murder? A nigga named The Punisher. Who was The Punisher? Was he security back in the Who's the Punisher? The male prostitute?
Yeah, I never met
I ain't know if that was somebody changing their identity up. Nigga Bentley or one of them niggas say you ain't Mr. Bentley no more, you the Punisher.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
That was super wild.
Yeah, you don't know
never
niggas.
Really know niggas.
Ooh, child.
But let's start with who Farnsworth Bentley really was. His real name is Derek Watkins. Born and raised in Atlanta, he wasn't just some random guy who lucked into the spotlight. He studied at Morehouse College and had a background in music, fashion, and etiquette. By all accounts, Bentley was smart, ambitious, and had big dreams of being in the entertainment world. He met Diddy the old-fashioned way, through hustle. According to Bentley himself, their first meeting was at a nightclub. Bentley saw Diddy, walked straight up to him, and asked for a chance to work. He didn't hold back. He basically begged for an opportunity and told Diddy he'd do anything just to be part of the team. That bold approach worked. Not long after, he was walking side by side with Diddy on red carpets and appearing in music videos. But here's the thing, Bentley wasn't just another guy in the entourage. In the early 2000s, right after Diddy's high-profile legal battles, Bentley became a key part of Diddy's rebrand. Diddy was trying to clean up his image, less street, more classy. Bentley fit that role perfectly. He showed up in designer suits, spoke with polished diction, and even became known for carrying an umbrella over Diddy's head during public outings, most famously during a trip to Saint Tropez. That umbrella wasn't just a fashion statement, some say it became a signal. It was like a symbol of loyalty, of class, and control, but it also made Bentley stand out. He was quiet, observant, always in the background, always watching. To fans, it was quirky. To insiders, it raised questions. Why was this grown man serving Diddy like royalty? What exactly did he do for Diddy? But while fans laughed at the umbrella, insiders were whispering, and those whispers never stopped. Now let's talk about Bentley's time on Making the Band. That's when everything changed. And not in a good way. The MTV show gave the public a behind-the-scenes look at Diddy's music empire. And it gave us a new view of Bentley, too. Bentley became a regular figure on the show. He wasn't just in the background anymore. He was helping Diddy run the house, keep the aspiring artist in check, and enforce the rules. Something about his presence felt off. Diddy would bark orders at him on camera, treat him like a personal butler, and make him do tasks that didn't always make sense. Fans noticed the power dynamic. Diddy was in full control, and Bentley just nodded along. Reports later surfaced that Bentley wasn't even getting paid at first. He was working for Diddy without a real contract, just vibes, appearances, and promises. and yet he kept showing up, following orders, and doing things way beyond a typical assistant's job. In some clips, you see Bentley delivering food to the house. In others, he's giving advice to contestants, acting like a guide or counselor. But always he's under Diddy's thumb. This is where the red flags started piling up. The way Diddy treated Bentley on camera felt demeaning. It wasn't the usual boss-employee relationship, it was something else. Diddy would publicly joke about Bentley's mannerisms, even his sexuality, all while using him as the face of class and control. The contrast was uncomfortable. It made people wonder, was Diddy just humiliating him for TV? Or was Bentley playing a hidden role, one where public submission was part of the image?
Yo, we gotta think of a name for you, man. And if you're gonna be his personal assistant and slash butler slash umbrella carrier, whatever you gonna do, you understand? We gotta think of a name for you. We're gonna try to make you like Bentley or either Farnsworth or either Bentley. You gotta be, you gotta have that kind of persona. You gotta dress all the time, be neat, and the whole 9 yards.
Everything was quiet for years. Farnsworth Bentley seemed to disappear from the spotlight, and most folks just assumed he moved on. But that all changed when Mace and Cam'ron decided to speak up, and they didn't hold back. On their It Is What It Is podcast, the conversation took a sharp left turn when they started joking about Diddy and the strange pattern of men who worked closely around him. Cam'ron threw out a loaded question. He asked if Farnsworth Bentley had a secret nickname, something like The Punisher. You could hear the tone change in the room. Mase didn't even try to laugh it off. He gave a knowing look and calmly said, "You never know." That one moment said everything. It wasn't just a joke anymore. It felt like he was hinting at something bigger, something everyone in the industry had heard whispers about, but never wanted to say out loud. And remember, this is Mase we're talking about. He was once Diddy's right-hand man, signed to Bad Boy, deeply involved in the business. If anyone knew what was really going on behind closed doors, it would be him. So when he gives even a soft confirmation, people pay attention. Fans didn't miss a beat. They clipped the segment and ran with it. The coded language felt deliberate. It wasn't a straight-up expose, but it also wasn't denial. That's when fans realized Mace wasn't joking, he was warning everyone.
I think he gay. I think everybody around him gay, and I think you don't get to stay around him unless you've proven that either you're with the or the don't bother you.
If there's one person who probably has the full story, it's Farnsworth Bentley. For years, he was always around, on jets and hotel suites, behind the scenes of videos, running errands, and acting as a buffer between Diddy and the outside world. People say he wasn't just a butler or umbrella guy, he was there for everything. Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy adds more fuel to that idea. In her claims, she said assistants were ordered to prepare hotel rooms and set up encounters. She didn't name Bentley, but the timing and roles line up. He was part of that inner circle when all this was happening. He wasn't just observing, he was likely participating in setting the stage. There were also long-running rumors of freak-offs, private events where Diddy allegedly entertained guests in ways far outside the normal industry vibe. Some insiders claim Bentley was one of the people who organized them, quietly coordinating things, making sure Diddy's image stayed clean while everything else got swept under the rug. Then there's Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, who's been speaking out more recently. He claims that Bentley wasn't some clueless sidekick. He says Bentley knew what was going on and played a much bigger role than fans ever realized. According to Gene, Diddy liked having people around who would do what they were told and stay quiet. Bentley fit that role perfectly, and that's the scariest part. If Bentley really knows everything, if he saw who came and went, who got paid, what got recorded, and what got buried, then his silence is no accident. He's seen the power Diddy has. He's seen what happens when people talk. If Farnsworth talks, Diddy's whole empire could fall. But there's a reason he won't say a word.
But Farnsworth Bentley was his personal assistant, put out his clothes, told him what he should wear, all that, like a stylist and personal assistant all together.
Gene Deal says Farnsworth has his own skeletons to hide. According to Diddy's former bodyguard, Bentley wasn't just watching shady things happen, he may have been doing some dirt himself. Gene claimed Bentley was allegedly stealing behind the scenes. One of the standout accusations, a pair of $5,000 0-cents boots that suddenly vanished. Not just any boots, luxury, custom made, part of Diddy's wardrobe, gone without a trace. And Gene didn't mince words. He said people knew who took them. The way he tells it, there were whispers even back then that Bentley had sticky fingers and was using his access for more than just work. But Gene also dropped another bomb. Bentley likely signed a non-disclosure agreement. That would explain why we haven't heard a single word from him through all the drama. NDAs in that circle aren't just paper, they're protected. And according to Gene, fear is a major part of the silence. Bentley knows how deep he was in it. Talking could expose Diddy, but it could also expose himself. See, it's not just about protecting Diddy anymore, it's about protecting himself. So where is Farnsworth Bentley today? These days, you won't catch him in flashy music videos or walking red carpets with designer umbrellas. He's kept a low profile intentionally. He lives in Atlanta now, quietly, far from the New York scene where everything started. He's married with kids, working more behind the scenes in the entertainment world, mostly doing low-key projects and occasional appearances in church or motivational settings. But here's the thing, throughout all the drama exploding around Diddy, from Cassie's lawsuit to federal raids, Bentley has stayed completely silent, and fans have noticed. One comment said, "Bentley knows too much, he's keeping his mouth shut for a reason." Another one wrote, "If he talks, it's over for Diddy, but maybe over for him too." Some even joked that umbrella wasn't for shade, it was for secrets. The vibe is clear. People don't buy the idea that Bentley's silence is just about moving on. They think it's about survival. But silence speaks volumes, and fans think he's hiding more than just. And with Mace pulling back the curtain, it looks like his exit had nothing to do with style and everything to do with survival. Fans are finally connecting the dots. Bentley wasn't just the quirky sidekick with a bow tie and perfect posture, he was in the room. He saw it all. And if Mace, Cameron, and Gene Deal are to be believed, Bentley's role wasn't as clean as it looked. Do you think Bentley will ever speak out, or is he too deep in Diddy's secrets to risk it? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos into hip-hop's darkest corners.